welcome to the channel, Lake District and Braithwaite. We parked just up this lane here, this track from the church, and our intention today is to do a few Wainwrights in the Coledale Horseshoe, but we're not doing the full horseshoe. It's far too much for us in our advanced years. So we're going to do Barrow, Outerside, Crags and Causey Pike. And looks like it might be a bit wintry in the hills. So as we make our way through Braithwaite, we'll have a quick look at the route. Charlie. Charlie, this way. This way, Charlie. So we're over that stream, making our way through these bits of woods. It's don't last long. We're up here and then through some fields to, is it Braithwaite Hall Farm, I think. And then not long after we get past there, we start our climbing up to Outerside. And you know, I said it looks a bit wintry on the hills. Well, I hope it's not too wintry, because getting ready in car, realised I've left my blooming microspikes at home, haven't I? So yeah, we don't want it to be too slippy up there. And that's looking up to Skiddaw. We're not going that high, so hopefully we'll be all right. Right up to Braithwaite Hall Farm. So that's us through the farm onto the open fell side, and we start our climb up Barrow now. A few people around as well. That's a stunning view already, isn't it? Looking over to Skiddaw. So the day continues like that. Well, we've just come over a false summit and getting warm now. That's looking up to Grisedale Pike and up to the head of Coledale, up to Crag Hill. And this first one here in the valley, we're going around bottom of that. That's Stile End, that's a burkitt. We've done that, and then you might be able to make out just beyond that is Outerside. So we're going up there and then round this way, so you won't be able to see round there, it's straight into the sun. Right, so there's our first objective, that's Barrow. So we'll get ourselves up there. So we've just come through that little dip there, and if you watched last video when we were in these parts, we stopped there for coffee and a chew. This mad springer came bounding over hill and had away with Charlie's chew. Charlie wasn't impressed with it at all. Oh, right, anyway, continue upwards. Well, we're almost at top of Barrow. I think it's going to be busy up there, so I'll give you a look back over our shoulders before we get there. So that's looking over Braithwaite Lake to Binsey. Oh, and then alongside Calside, Skiddaw. Now I can never remember on Skiddaw if it's Little Man or Lower Man. One's on Skiddaw and others on Helvellyn, isn't it? Anyway, it's that. And then over to Lonscale Fell, and then up Blease Fell. Just see top of Blencathra sticking up above Blease Fell. And then you might not be able to see on here, but the North Pennines over to Cross Fell before you get to Great Dun Fell and Clough Head and the Dodds and up to Helvellyn. I can't go any further around because you'd be right into the sun then. And then that's Derwent Water there. Right, on we go up to the top of Barrow. So that's us over Barrow. Wasn't as busy as I was expecting there, everybody's moved off. And now you can see where, oh, round in the sun, sorry about that. Where we're going, that's Causey Pike, that's our last one. And Scar Crags, so from Scar Crags we're doing Causey Pike as an out and back, then back down from the col between the two. And that one there, that one, that's where we're going next. So I think we're going to drop down off here and find somewhere for coffee and a chew. So being a trained navigator, as you all know I am, I got our route wrong, didn't I? Well, I haven't got our route wrong. I've plotted it right, but earlier when I said we were doing Causey Pike, oh, can you see for the sun? It's up there anyway. Causey Pike as an out and back from Scar Crags. We're not. We're coming over Causey Pike and you won't be able to make out. There's a path comes diagonally down here before you get to Rolling End, and we're going down there and onto this track at bottom at Valley. So yeah, I hope I'm not going to regret not having my microspikes when we're up there. Right, we're going to head along here and then we'll have coffee and a chew. So we stopped for coffee and a chew that's gone already before we start heading off up there to Outerside. Now if you'd like to buy us coffee and a chew for a future episode, there's that QR code there. If you scan that, that'll take you to Buy Me a Coffee, an our page where you can buy us coffee and a chew for a future episode if you'd like to help us out with bringing you these videos. Or if you can't scan that, there'll be a link in the description. I'd just like to say thank you very much to all the people that have bought us coffees and chews. It's much appreciated. It does help bringing you the videos. So yeah, that'd be brilliant if you could. And I've been thinking, dangerous, isn't it? Now, the original plan was to go up between the col that's between Sale. I don't know if you can make out the zigzag path coming down Sale. But I was going to go right to the col between Sale and Scar Crags. What I might do is a diagonal path goes up to like the col between Causey Pike and Scar Crags, and that's where I was thinking I'd planned on coming down. So what I might do is go up that way, do Scar Crags as an out and back, and then Causey Pike, and then down there. So I think that's what I'm going to do. There's a few people on the ridge up there, you won't be able to make them out. Right, I'm going to finish this, Charlie's. Oh, you can't see him. Can you see him? Having his digging already. Right, finish my coffee, and then we'll get on off up Outerside. Well, that was a steep pull coming up there. It's eased now. We're above the snow line. Not much here though. Could be a bit when we get over there. Look. There's plenty of people along that ridge though, so we'll see when we get up there. That's a great view behind us, isn't it? Looking over to, well, there's the northern fells there, and then the Dodds and the Helvellyn range over that way. Yeah, stunning. Oh, right, up to the top of Outerside. So here we are on Outerside. That's Grisedale Pike there. And looking over to, I think will that be Grasmoor, you can see. Well, Grasmoor's here, and then Crag Hill, then Sale with the zigzag path coming down it. I don't know if you can see anything for the sun there. But my original plan was to carry on up this path here and up to the col between Sale and Scar Crags. But I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to go up this path up to Causey Pike. Now what I might do, because I've not seen anybody coming off the nose of Causey Pike, and from what I recall I think it's a bit of a scramble coming down there. So what I might do is Causey Pike, then over to Scar Crags, and then down this path. Right, so we're going to get down there and then back up there to Causey Pike. Well, there's been another change of plan. We're back down in the bottom of the valley, and that's where I was intending to go up there, Causey Pike, over Scar Crags, that way. I don't fancy it. I'm just not fit enough. Since I got back from Scotland, and I've just not been getting out in hills, I've lost interest, and with it I've lost fitness, and I just don't fancy it. So we're going to head back. So we'll skirt just, well, we'll go below. I'm waffling now, aren't I? We're just going to stick on this path, and then we'll meet up with what was our intended route off Causey Pike, down this track, and then with a bit of road, and then back to Braithwaite Hall Farm. Yeah, I'm going to have to, New Year, I'm going to have to get back into it. See, enthusiasm, ever since I got back from Scotland, it's just gone. Right, we'll head off back. Come on, fella. So that path that we've just passed, going off to the left, that takes you back up to Barrow, or you could go up that way and over Stile End and back into Braithwaite on Coledale Lane. We're gonna just head off down here because I had a bit of mileage to walk with. We're bottling them too. Somebody up on top of Causey Pike now. I've been out since like I said, since I come back from Scotland. Ed's just not been in the right place to get out and do walks. I've done a few little hills. I've filmed a couple of them. There's some that I haven't bothered filming. And I've lost so much fitness. We're not getting out. I haven't been out on my bike. Yeah, Ed's not in a walking place at the moment. I don't know why. I think as well because I'm now on my third round of Wainwrights. And I mean, Burkitt's and outline, especially outline fells, they're doing me head in. I've got, I think it's 4 hills to do in Shap fells, which are both outline fells and Burkitt's, and it's getting them ticked off that's doing me head in, but it's just a nightmare around there, and it's them that's kind of playing on my mind. Think, well, I can't be bothered doing them, and then I think, well, I can't be bothered going up there, and can't be bothered going up there. Today, the day of filming it's last day of November, so 4 weeks time maybe get my head sorted out for New Year, a New Year's resolution. Right, down we go, and I'll see if I can show you where the initial route would have come out on this track down here. Down we go. So the route I'd originally plotted to come down off Causey Pike is over there. Don't know if you can see on here, there's a couple of people going up that way, and there are some people on the ridge up there coming down from like the nose of Causey Pike, so it's doable. I just didn't fancy it. Maybe it's a summer route, go up that way and back down this way, if I can be bothered. I don't know. But the original reason for doing this route was I was hoping it would be Charlie's completion of the northwestern fells, second time round, and I was hoping to do it with Dave Ossel, but weather and work got in the way of that. He'd have been doing half of it by himself anyway if we had to come with us. Right, we'll continue along this track. So we've dropped down onto the road, which is, it's the Newlands Pass road is this, but we're not on it for very long. Don't know if you can make out over there, just to the left of them trees over there. That's our footpath, takes us off the road and back round towards Braithwaite Hall Farm. Well, that's us off the road, and if I'm honest, I've had enough. I'll be glad when we get back to the car. Ever since I took the decision to bottle Causey Pike and Scar Crags, it's been a bit of a tedious slog. Yeah, I'll be glad to get back to the car. Oof. Right, oop. Well, that's if I can stay stood up. Right, on we go. So we're back above Braithwaite Hall Farm, and that's where we went this morning. So it's only about half a mile back, I think now, so I'm going to sign off. Sorry, it's not been the intended walk, but I'm just not in the mood for big walks up big hills these days. I'll have to see if we can sort that out for New Year. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. Anyway, we've had some nice views, haven't we? Some nice wintry views. Still looking over there to Skiddaw now. Yeah, views have been all right. It's been a bit busy until we decided not to bother with Causey Pike and Scar Crags. I've hardly seen anybody coming down there, and that's been a bit of a slog. Yeah. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it all in all. If you have, and I can be bothered, we'll see you on the next one. Ta-ra!